I know what the 182 stands for. It's a reference to Al Pacino's character in Scarface.
Right.
He says, I can't say the F word 182 times. But Blink,
Right.
tell us about that one.
It stands for Boys Lusting Incredibly Nude Kids. No, I don't know. I made that up years ago. It's not funny, I know. What's my age again? What's my age again?
Tomorrow we're doing the two other scenes, which is kind of like a Thelonious Monk jazz scene, and then another scene which is like a reggae scene, which is kind of like Bob Marley and the Wailers, where we got India, Socrates, Alistair.
Snoop. Dog named Snoop. And Snoop, who'd you have beside you?
Archbishop Don Magic Wand.
They love Big Snoop Dogg over here, Jack Church.
Awesome. What we plan to do in this show is give you some very cool Incubus videos, as well reintroduce you to the guys in a band we like to call Incubus.
They're like the heaviest of heavy hardcore. I'm just kidding.
You said hardcore.
I know, that's horrible. That's a forbidden term.
What, hardcore?
Yeah, hardcore.
All right, so the big show starts in less than a half hour. Now, don't forget, this is a live television experience. Of course, it's Alive at Much. Anything can happen, and it usually does. Stick around, don't go anywhere. Next, it's Alive at Much with Incubus.
When we entered into this when we were very, very young.
Hey, welcome back. You're watching the countdown to the Evanescence Live at Much. Evanescence and Rick, interview, performances, your chance to talk to them as well. All that's coming up when the actual big show starts. One of the reasons why Evanescence have had such wide appeal is because of their sound. I mean, they're not a rock band per se, they're not a goth band per se, they're not an electronic band. I mean, they have a lot of different elements from different worlds that sort of come together into one album, one song, and one image, which is what's really worked for them.
I'm meant to be doing exactly this right now. And that doesn't happen too often. Or I haven't found it happen too often in my life where you really feel like, oh my God, I'm just cruising along.
I think in the last probably 5 years, I've really become more and more comfortable with myself. I finally learned how to dress.
I was like, well, I'm growing and I'm changing. And I don't, to me it makes no sense to just choose one of those, to choose one facet of your personality.
Well, fashion's changing anyway, so if you want to move with the times, it's great to follow fashion. It's even better to be a leader in fashion. Unless you try it, you will never know.
The image that I have at the moment is much closer to who I am. But I think now that I'm a little bit older, I'm a lot more relaxed with it. The trouble with my videos, if they're the tiniest, if there's the tiniest bit of raunch or they're like a bit racy, that's the whole press angle, that's all they're interested in.
Reports say Foo Fighters frontman Dave Grohl laughed off gossip that he and Christina Aguilera were hooking up. He said it was huge news in America, which was hysterical because it was so untrue. Apparently, the married rock singer and the pop diva were in the same studio and bumped into each other in a common kitchen. They spoke shortly and have never talked since. His reaction to the rumors? He supposedly called her a child and called himself an old man. He said he and his wife laughed about it later.
Check this out. Yo, listen, this is Obi Trice right here. Okay, Obi's here. Man, Shady Records is definitely up in the building. And I'm hosting Rap City today with Much Music. Obi Trice, real name, no game. Waiting on the album for me to come out, it was like, you know, I've been on Shady Records since like the end of 2001. You know what I'm saying? I had the opportunity to be on Devil's Night, D12's first album. That was my debut to the world. It's time to wrap this up. You know what I'm saying? Get up out of here. I'm out. Rap City, holla. Rap City. Check this out.
If any of you choose right now to walk away, decide this isn't for you after what I've shown you, nobody
will look at you funny. Nobody will cast any aspersions upon your character. In fact, we'll probably think better of you.